folks, welcome! We're here once again. I am currently sending out the tweets that I'm live and all that stuff. A Reese's peanut butter egg, oh no! I love Reese's as a candy, genuinely. Hold on, I'm being blind. I also gotta wait for a signal for when we're starting this stream. So, like, I'm trying to be quick, but I'm also blind and dumb. Alrighty. Okay, so today I think is gonna be a pretty interesting stream. I feel, at the very least. But given that I need to be prepared to get things rolling, I'm gonna mute up again, and you're not gonna see me until, you know, the stream officially is ready to get started. So just, you know, sorry that it's been already about 6 or so minutes. We will be starting soon, folks.
The silence is very interesting now, isn't it? Anyways, as we wait, does anybody want to add anything to the table? Nobody.
Guys, I crashed.
Oh, come on, for real?
No, you can't.
God damn it! I just started.
And I'm sitting there. Like, oh,
Way to ruin it! Way to ruin it!
I'm sorry.
Lame. Lame.
Damn it.
well, anyway.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
My back. Oh, my back.
Also, hi chat. Welcome to the stream, all of you fellas.
I guess this is just real nice. We're starting off real nice.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say this right now. I did not expect that to happen because I was using Opera GX now, but it's still doing it, and I'm just like, okay.
Computer whack.
Yeah.
Computer be whack.
It's
man.
not even Minecraft, Harper. It's just their. It's just their computer. It's whack.
Whack.
Yeah,
Please,
it's just computer.
I don't mind swearing in my chat. Just if you use any slurs or anything else, I will kick you immediately. He will be gone.
I am going to buy you a new PC, Yuki. It's going to happen.
No.
I am going to.
It's going to happen.
No.
We're building Yuki a PC. That's
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're all in collective agreement. That's the first point of agenda.
We get
meeting
The
adjourned.
New
Meeting
World
adjourned.
Order comes together to build Yuki a new computer.
That's the biggest problem. We need Yuki to get a good PC.
Everyone has to agree to pitch in one component for that PC.
yeah,
Just the one component.
It will be.
I'm
greatest
donating,
PC
guys.
ever.
No, hold on. I'm donating this screw. It helps with the case.
I will
It helps
donate a
keep
single
things together.
wire. I'll donate the driver.
Piece by
drive-in
piece, we
screw.
get this PC over a span of 12 years.
God dang it. I
Oh,
hate every time
okay,
that
hold
happens.
on.
I was gonna donate a GeForce RTX 3080,
Goodness gracious.
but okay.
Goodness gracious.
Hey,
We
God.
got
I swear to God, my
Yuki.
computer.
Oh,
I swear to
look
God, my
at Claude
computer is gonna
Bentley.
be parts of people
Claude,
donating stuff to it.
Claude Bentley is right
Bentley's
next to you.
right-
They're
Claude-
really close
Claude,
to you.
you're
God
blocking my view of
dang
the
it,
Empress,
Bentley.
and this is unforgivable.
Hey,
Don't
God,
worry,
hey,
don't
God.
worry, chat. We'll be back. Don't worry. We'll
Hey,
get this ball rolling as soon as Claude gets over there. Are you
Slow
flying?
down.
Hang on, why am I
No.
floating? Fuck.
Yuki?
Are you flying? Are you in compute?
Yuki,
Right there. Just have them stay there. Have them stay there. Have them stay there. That's fine.
I'm lagging. I'm sorry, I'm lagging.
Have them stand there.
Yeah,
It
I
is
know. I
fine.
already did. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Get up
They're
on the
good,
throne. Get up on the throne.
I get it. I get it. I guess.
So, hey
it's-
guys,
it's-
we're professionals.
We're
we're
professionals. Don't worry.
professionals. Totally. Professionals.
absolutely.
Totally.
No.
Anyways,
Oh,
We're gonna
are
start
we
now.
are we going back in lore now? Let's go. Let's do this.
eh,
All right. 3, 2, 1, go, y'all.
yes, welcome everybody to the New World Order meeting. Ah, God. Anyways, let's just get this over with, shall we? So, as you may all know, we finally discovered the leader of the Argus insurgency, or rather, insurgency. And, well, they decided to basically try to do something during the ball. Now, as much as possible, I wanted the ball to be work-free for me, as I've not been in the best condition, as you can see. So, what are we going to do about them? Well, we've already set up a bounty on their heads, as you may have noticed. 120 emerald blocks per insurgency member. So that's a big amount of money now. Anyways, I would just like to say one thing before we go any further with this meeting. I hope that not a single one of you has actually decided to harbor these traitors. Because if I find out any one of you sitting in this council room has decided to do that, well, let's just say your heads will be on the chopping board. Got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I understood?
Yes.
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 Good. Now that we have that settled, brother, what's our agenda for today?
Well, first and foremost, I think it's only right to at least say the names of the rebels. If you, for whatever reason, haven't seen the wanted posters, there was 4, but now there are 3. As for the 4th one, we took them in for questioning, and well, they were really no of use of us, so as of right now, they're taken care of. But when it comes to the other 3, the leader of this insurgency is Sky of Orlade. Unfortunately, circumstances only worked less in your favor, so.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but things happen, I guess. The next on our list is Ona from Victorian, a person I trusted, or at least I thought I could trust. Not sure why they would stoop to this level, but it doesn't matter anymore what their motivations are. They're a threat, and they need to be captured. And the last person is my own blood, my own son, Davern. Which, as far as I'm concerned, last time we checked out into Cicero Ambulatus, the place was deserted. And well, Antarctica's not within our jurisdiction, so they could be anywhere at this point.
We're thinking of placing more security in those places just in case they they have any bright ideas of returning to them. Secure their items, claim it as ours. You get the gist. Anyways, what else? Brother, I'm sorry. Not in the best state right now. As you can see, I'm having my own personal issues right now.
I think that would be something that we have to bring up, don't you think?
You're right. So, I have recently just found out 2 of my kids are missing.
What?
2 of my kids are missing. I don't know how they managed to slip past the Azure Guard, but somehow they found a way. They probably found a route where most of the guards were lacking or less and decided to act then and there. But yes, they are missing. I haven't seen them since the ball. So if any one of you has actually seen or ever heard of their whereabouts, I'd like to know. Truth be told, despite what you all think of me, they're my children and I care a lot about their safety. Usually when they go out into the world, they usually come back, but I haven't seen them in a few days. I only have one person with me now, one of the children with me, which is Kitty, and she's being guarded right now by other Azure guards. Most likely Shadow, actually, now that I see she's probably not here. So, if any of you have seen where my kids are, please tell me their whereabouts. As their mother, I want them to be safe, and I don't want any harm to come to them. The wilderness out there is very dangerous. What else we have on the agenda? Is that all?
Far from over, if anything.
Then can you please proceed while I try to calm my headache?
Alrighty then. As for rebellion property, it is being seized by the New World Order. Any towns, settlements, or even homes that even remotely belong to the rebels is being seized by our control. If they want to go home, they're going to have one hell of a way of doing so. Anything that they have could be of use of us. Or to us, I should say. And as of right now, I see a lot of empty seats and a lot less faces around here. So anybody who hasn't appeared here is already suspicious on their own. Some people might have alibis, but some don't. And trust at this factor is dwindling. It is holding on to a thread, and I need you all to understand that. The insurgency isn't just an insurgency.
Brother, I recommend standing in the middle. When you're doing that, just so people take a look at your face. There you go. Continue.
As a matter of fact, I think I need to make it bluntly clear to everybody. As I look through all of you right now, my trust hangs on a needle. Things are happening in ways that we couldn't even fathom. And I want you all to understand that the enemy is attacking us for the ridiculous reason of Pandora's Law. That and some stupid grudge against my sister. So if anybody doesn't want to feel the wrath of the New World Order, then you know what decision you need to make. It is your life against many. An insurgency means one thing, but war means another. Think about that for a real second. You want to live your lives in peace, in solitude? We want to as well. So if you make the right decision, you'll stand with us against these rebels. These rebels will bring nothing but chaos, anarchy, and destruction. And I know that for a fact, because that's what they did at the ball. They shot at us with arrows, pushed us in the water, and spit on us. But we need to make sure that they know damn well that we're ready for them. Again, think about it. You live your lives in peace and solitude, only for it to crumble down because an insurgency didn't like how we did things. A rebellion. Is that really what you want for your lives? To fight for a cause that's already lost? I'll let you all think about that.
It's very important we know who we can trust. I highly doubt all of you already know that I barely trust people. But since all of you did manage to show up, some of them not so. I will say this. Don't be a traitor. The last person that decided to do so, well, they are, let's say, no longer with us. Think of that what you will. I am very serious when I say nobody is going to be a traitor in this council. Otherwise, you can kiss your new life goodbye at this point. I am dead serious when I say I have had enough of people looking down on this council and looking down on how we work things. You don't like how we do things? Fine. You can take a neutral stance on it. But I assure you, I will hunt you down until you breathe your last breath. So make sure you know where your loyalty stands, yes? Anything else?
Alright then. Speaking of advancements and other things, the rebellion won't seem to be a problem that much, as the Royal Guard has been expanding day by day, and plus, a new military is forming. So if anything, our numbers are rising to the ranks. So if they want war, we're ready for it. Understand that if you choose the side of the insurgency, not only will you put yourself in danger, but everyone around you is as good as dead. The insurgency has proven one thing to us, that they won't stand for anything. It could have been different. It seriously could have. But hey, sometimes you gotta take some to lose some, right? right?
Right.
Right.
You are correct.
Yes.
This is why we should stop this before it gets any worse. Unfortunately, I don't even think the gods will be on our side. So we shouldn't rely on them too much. After
Not
all,
that
we
we
should
don't
focus
need
on our
them.
numbers.
Not like we need the gods for a war like this, as history has proven.
Hmm. I'm well aware of that
Their
factor.
support will be a great factor, but obviously shouldn't rely on it. We should show the insurgency that we're not to be messed with or belittled.
That also begs the question. There will most likely be many more insurgency members as time goes on, because it seems like support is gathering. I have a few names that I think might be of under suspicion, but can't exactly pinpoint anything without clear, hard evidence. After all, that's what started this shit show to begin with. Now, you may
yes.
be wondering, how do we know that Sky's the leader? Well, a private source gave us a nice little slip of paper during the ball, explaining that they were the traitor.
Yes, that was the most
And I trust this
surprising
source
thing.
endlessly. And well, if Sky really were innocent, they wouldn't have ran away. They wouldn't have fired at us.
That's true.
But I wasn't expecting my own son to be amongst those ranks.
Because I'm streaming, anyways, brother, you might want to calm yourself. Your eyes start glowing.
I think I'm fine, thanks.
Anyways, does anybody else want to bring something to the table? You really need to take care of yourself.
Sorry.
Can't have the red right hand getting sick now. Does
I'm
anybody else want to
fine.
bring something to the table?
I'd actually like a bit of clarification on a few things.
What is it?
From my understanding, we have laws, correct? Of some sort, some form, some system that wants to be put in place?
Of course.
What exactly are these laws? Because I don't fully understand exactly what's meant to be enforced and what's not when the laws aren't clearly outlined.
Okay, well, for that case, Justin, do you want to tell her, or should I?
I think it's best of you.
Simple, Swanson. Very simple. They're confirmed to be a traitor? Kill them on the spot. If they're still under suspicion, we have no hard evidence. Just put them in a cell. We have a
Yuki,
place for that. Huh?
listen, okay? I know there's some targets that I'm willing to pass by, but there are some that need to be arrested.
Fine.
I'm not killing
just-
my own son, but I
Of
want
course.
answers.
Of course. That's why I said put them in the cell. We're obviously not going to kill family.
Then what necessarily decides whether or
Anyways,
lock them up? Should it not be the same punishment for everyone that commits the crime?
Well, obviously we can put them in a cell, decide their fate afterwards. But if they actively try something, actively try to harm any of the New World personnel, I think it warrants death, doesn't it?
Self-defense, yeah.
Of course. Only kill those in self-defense.
Thank you for
So-
clearing
after
that
all,
for
you wouldn't
me.
want to release a serial killer if they were killing, now would you?
Of course. And the insurgency people, toss them in the cell, then we'll decide their fate as a council through the usual court system. I don't mind following the rules. If I don't follow my own rules, then what better? How much better would it be than me? Like, sorry. Oh my god. The lack of sleep is getting to my head, and it's messing with my words.
Think of it this way, okay? The insurgency or rebellion, whatever we're going to call them, thinks about action before planning. We need to plan before action.
Of course.
People get sloppy in the long run. And I think there's no better person for that kind of stuff than my own sister.
I mean, I'm not I'm not Athena for nothing. Anyways,
So just understand that even if there isn't a structured law system at the moment, it doesn't matter in these circumstances. I've been trying my very best as someone to make a law system, but it's kind of hard to do that when I have to wake up at night and think that maybe, just maybe, someone's creeping by my window, just waiting to shoot me. Because I know someone wants me dead.
and so as me as well. I know
And I think
very well people want me dead.
I think everybody should take that into some consideration. The insurgency comes knocking at your door. They'll offer you something. And it's up to you whether you choose to live a life of fear or to
Or
live a
freedom.
life of freedom.
It's very simple.
Because at the
I
end
mean-
of the day, who is fighting for the better? Is it us or them? We give you everything. We care for you. We protect you. And by damn it, if anybody wants to shit on our lawn or try to ruin what we've made because of some little tax law, then damn it, I think you know what decision you need to make. Think about that. All of you, think about what we've been saying. This meeting isn't just to address issues, it's to address the big elephant in the room. So what's it gonna be?
I'm here, aren't I? I'm on the side of the new world. For better or for worse.
You're doing an excellent job, Swanson. I have no doubt you'll be able to fulfill your duties quite well. And even if you're going to feel neutral about this whole thing, you're still going to do your job. I know you as a person. I'm not concerned about what people think. I'm more concerned about how you act. Do your job. How you feel should come last. Because in all honesty, it's very inevitable. We humans rely on emotions to help us think, right? It's a natural response and sometimes overrides rational thought. But in all honesty, having too much rational thought, too much emotional, well, it leads to humans doing unspeakable things. Even sometimes petty. But depends on us and how we balance it out. I, for one, I'm more of a rational person than emotional. It doesn't help anybody whenever they feel or use their heart instead of their head. So I suggest you do the same. As I can hear the it's so-
Anyways, moving on to other topics, is there anything else someone would like to ask?
Any developments on your lands, your colonies, whatever.
Would you mind if I informed you all of some changes in Dogeland?
Ah, yes, please.
By all
Stand up.
means, go ahead.
Take the center.
So, as you guys know, Dogeland was just a single inn run by me. However, as you can probably tell, I'm kind of a little sleep deprived. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been working on a little project of mine with some of the villagers I found that are local in the area. And I'll be pretty soon unveiling a new area for everyone to come and visit called the Spirited Oasis. Um, I'll send out some invites later on and some other things, but main thing is that we've been working on this new area so that Japan will have a nicer little area to visit and travel to for just days off and excursions.
So it's a neutral zone.
Yes.
Ah, business must not be conducted in neutral zones. That's going to be a little bit concerning. For our end, anyways. What will you do when, well, insurgency members decide to take shelter there?
So there is, since it's going to be a neutral area, I just asked that there be no forms of obvious like attacking them or doing anything that could be considered harmful to anyone. However, if they were to leave the area, you guys can do whatever you guys need to do.
Alright, I'll respect your neutral zone then, as people have respected Haven as a neutral zone.
Thank you.
So
I was gonna let
yes.
you all know you guys are more than welcome to put your posters up there as well.
Alright then. I'll make sure to tell Bentley over here to go do that. He's been doing a very good job so far.
And one last thing to note, I spoke with Allie before coming here. She has taken ill, so that's why she's not here today.
Ah, no wonder I didn't see dear sister. Alright then. Is that all?
Yes, it is. Thank you for letting me speak. Appreciate it.
Yeah, please
It's
go
our
back to your seat.
pleasure.
Anyone else? Any recent developments I should know about?
May I speak?
Yes, go ahead, take the stand.
Thanks for all letting me join. I know I'm not a member of the council. But I would just like to inform everyone that the Woodland Research Centre is fully established, and I am waiting for the personnel to enter the facility and begin work. Project Genesis will be underway, and I hope that all of you will give us your full support when it comes to questions we have of you and other things. Other than that, I would also like to say that everyone in this room is more than welcome to enter the facility and look around and ask questions as much as you need. Information. We at the research center believe information should be given freely. It is not a neutral zone. It is under New World jurisdiction. But if you have questions about anything, you'll feel free to come and ask one of the laboratory doctors. In other things, if you have personal requests for certain projects or things that need to be undergone, please come talk to me or a member of the facility so we can look at what your project or what you would like for it to do. For example, if there is medical technology that you need or want to create, please come talk to me or one of the medical doctors within the facility, and we will be more than happy to facilitate time and dedication to your project or area of research that you require.
It's good that you actually prioritizing healthcare. We do technically need that. Oh yeah,
Yes.
I recently found out from Bentley, by the way, Asia.
Yeah.
You're a medical professional.
Yeah.
Huh. You might want to have to share your knowledge with everybody else then. You're basically the one person, well, besides the maid, the Luna fella, besides our doctor or medical practitioner. So, might want to utilize your skills there.
I-
Yeah.
If you have something of use to the research center, please come in contact. We need all the information we need. We need everything, all the information we can get. Sorry,
I could always help
so
out.
we can.
Ah, yes, by the
No,
way, Justin, what is
Yeah.
Project Genesis?
I'm really unfamiliar. Speaking of which, I have some packages, or at least a package to deliver to you soon. But I'll deliver it at the mansion itself. But great work on the
yes,
strides you've been developing.
it's okay. And for the record, Project Genesis is the research conducted to, or is to. So hang on, I need to check just so I can physically understand which one it is.
Go on.
Project Genesis is the question to find out what happened to the old world and what happened to the old world and why we're here.
Speaking of which, I guess that's a good question to come up with. Considering the fact that we're exploring around this empty world, has anybody found anything else besides the sinkholes? Anything at all that would be able to help us maybe possibly figure out what happened to it?
Any
Oh.
yes?
I don't know if this is really relevant. This happened a while ago and I just haven't managed to bring it up. But like 2 months ago, maybe less than that, Zolan and I were out doing sciencey stuff and we came across a ruin type thing.
A ruin.
Yeah, it was really weird. It was on this mountain and there was a lot of blood and really not great
Oh
stuff.
boy.
And we found a note and it was like a puzzle, and then whenever we solved the puzzle, the mountain destroyed itself.
They probably booby trapped it in case something else decided to walk in.
So the ruins are gone, essentially?
We left while the ruins itself are. I don't know if the like how much the mountain is still there because we got out of there whenever it started
Did you
collapsing
find
around us.
anything? Did you find anything?
We found like this code and a map, but we don't
Do
know
you
what it's
have
for.
it? Do you have it?
Not on me, but I have it. Like, I have it.
You probably need to take it to give it to your dad, actually, so that they can take it to the research center, or just give it to them.
Interesting. Ruined
Yes.
structure collapses after you find something. Anything else that was there besides that?
It sounds booby trapped, brother. Sounds like somebody decided to booby trap it just in case they got this is probably done during the Illager era.
Well, you can't
Just in
exactly
case.
assume these things unless you know.
That is
For
true.
all we know, the ruins could have collapsed just because of the fact that they were ruins.
Probably, yeah. They probably couldn't handle the structure.
I
Decided
mean,
to collapse
yeah.
itself.
You wouldn't walk on a half-broken bridge, so of course, those are the kind of things that happen. So we got ourselves some ruins that were not discovered till, well, a while ago.
Finally some developments on that blasted information. That's the one thing
Some
even
sort
I
of
can't fucking
some
think
sort
about.
of puzzle code. Some sort of map of some kind.
That map might be useful. Did you ever figure out where it is? By any chance?
I don't know, because the map is like really. I don't even know if it's a map. It looks like a map, but it's like. If it is, it's like super zoomed in and it's like really like white. And I don't know how to describe it. It's weird.
We'll take a look at that. We'll probably have to take a look at that and see.
Please bring it by the research center when you can, and we'll take a look at it. If that's okay with you.
I think it's more than less wise to put that towards Project Genesis.
Yeah.
Because,
If it's
well,
a development.
even if it isn't a development, it's something that's strange. I don't even think anybody in this room would even do something like that. Also, as far as I'm concerned, none of our buildings are so overstructured to the point where they would fall to ruins. So, for all we know, it could be an old world relic.
No.
On other notes, if anyone has theories or has anything to, if they believe they understand or know anything about the end of the old world, please bring it forward. Come by the research center at any point and just either give us your research or come and talk to me, or when the other lab techs arrive, talk to them. We need all the information we can get.
That
Thanks
is
for
true.
letting me talk. I'm going to go sit back down now.
No problem. Anyways, anything else?
I have something small, but I feel like it
Yes.
might be worth mentioning.
Yes, Soul, go ahead.
So I feel like it's kind of both not and is worth mentioning. Orlade has a small school, which I talked to you about this, Yuki.
Ah, yes.
Most of you are above my, you know, education level, obviously, but I know that there are some people here that, like, within the world that didn't like finish schooling or haven't like done things, and I'm also willing to teach like basic need things like farming
Mm,
or like, you know, different
yeah.
things that they might need to go about
In, a-
daily life.
in actuality, how I found out my children were missing is I was going to send them there. When I went to check out their rooms, I only see Kitty. Noi
Oh,
and Angel are missing.
yeah. And I'd planned on, teaching them, but now that they're not I'm sure they're fine. But yeah, I
Mm,
just felt like it might be worth mentioning that in case anyone like wants to learn like even menial things, I'm willing to help teach, and I'm sure everyone else in Orlade would also be willing to help.
It's good that you're starting this project. Honestly, an education system is much rather needed.
Hmm.
If you need any books from actually, there is a person that has books on them. You could probably ask them for the copy.
Oh,
It's the therapist that's in Greenland.
okay.
I remember specifically helping them gather those books. Remember that, Justin?
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. You could ask them for that. They do need some form of work. And also, if any of you have, well, from the ball, like recent fakey vibes on you, you get what I mean. You can go visit the Greenland therapist. As much as I would love to help, considering I am a psychologist, I am not in the best state right now to assist. So maybe the Greenland therapist could aid you in that. That fellow's probably going insane over there. But anyways, yeah. Anything else, Soul?
Mm, no, I think that's it.
It's oh, go ahead and take your seat. It's good that this new world is getting some kind of development, even if it's slow. But yes. Anything else? No. Then are we free to adjourn this meeting?
I think it's best if we do. I think they've got the message. But before we do, just a recap. Rebel forces are on the rise. It's up to you whether you want to make the decision to join them and die, or maybe stay with us and maybe see it out. I don't mean to use big words like that, but it almost seems like if you do join them, you might get caught in the crossfire. So think about this choice, as I said, wisely. And if anybody who is New World Order has any information about them, their whereabouts, possible leads, or even a place that they own secretly, you are to inform us. These people are dangerous. And even though we're prepared for them, or getting ready to, it's good to stop a force before it even starts.
If you need any more security detail, Justin and I will see what we can do.
The new world is expanding. And well, it's us. It's up to us to prevent the dark days.
Of course.
But again, that's all up to you. Make your decision wisely, because it might be the last one you'll ever make, depending on the circumstances. So think. As for everything else, the New World Order is expanding beyond recognition. Our 2 militaries are now being recruited, so our numbers are rising. Things are being made, such as our prison, and some secret projects that we can't really get into, unfortunately. And it looks like we have ourselves a new oasis and some schools that are developed. Even if the world's going to shit, it's nice to see that there's some sort of other developments being made that are not related to rebellion. So, I think it's safe to say that this meeting of the New World Order is now adjourned.
If anybody needs me, I'll probably be in my office. I need some sleep, goddamn.
Actually, Empress,
Yes?
I do need to speak to you, if you can spare a few moments for me.
Alright then, come on. We'll take this into my office. Which one
Yes.
is it?
Executive.
I'm way too tired for this. There. Where's Bentley? Stand right there. Anyways, what is it you want to talk about?
Just a few things. I like to be honest, Empress. And I respect you enough that I didn't want to bring this up in the council meeting simply because I didn't see a need to cause drama. Frankly, that thing that happened the other night here at Beantopia. The killing.
What about it?
Do we not have prisons for a reason?
I think I mentioned this just a minute ago, but my prison is still being worked on, so unfortunately, no.
I understand that, but there are other ways to keep a fella contained, ain't there? This fella clearly had nothing. I heard y'all's conversation. I heard how y'all treated that. I heard what happened.
Well, I will admit my, desperation to get information about the very people that tried to maybe even kill me during a time of celebration, which is meant to be given a light-hearted tone to everything that's happened, made me order and demand things. Rest assured it won't happen again. But that person, it still did not excuse the fact that this person tried to aid somebody who was trying to kill me. Who tried to shoot you and Justin. So am I really in the wrong to ask of death for somebody to aid a killer, a potential killer?
There was no trial, Empress. I'm sorry if I'm stuck in the old world, but there was no trial. There was simply a swift execution. There was no prison sentence. There was nothing but death then and there. And that fella clearly knew nothing. They clearly didn't understand the gravity of the situation, and yet they were judged in a manner that I personally don't feel was fit. And there's
Judged in a manner that doesn't fit them. They let the rebels escape. They want to harm us, harm you. And I don't know if you know this, but nothing ever good comes from rebellion. We'd be no good in this world if we didn't have order.
Why do you think I'm here?
You speak of trials. You speak of them not being there. I was never given a trial, or at least not a fair one.
And I don't condone those sorts of things.
Yeah, and I don't condone people shooting at me and recruiting my kids for war. So, I'm pissed.
In a normal circumstances, I will say that even if you are a child of a politician, or rather justice, normal circumstances, you would be killed as soon as you get caught because you are a war criminal.
I'm so tired of all of you people pretending. Honestly, I'm getting really sick and tired of it. My son gets exiled, and that's the worst punishment in the world now, isn't it? Oh, no. Let's turn our backs on the one guy that tried to help us all. Let's sentence him to death without any hearsay. And I don't give a shit if anybody says that they tried to intervene, because nobody did. And yes, I'm still on about this. How can I not? And at the end of the day, it's not my call. It's hers.
I'm just doing what is best for this world, where criminals need to be dealt with immediately. Even if that person didn't know anything. Still, I guess you could say my only apology to you, Swanson, is that I should have handled it a lot more respectfully. Rest assured, I won't do it again, but we need to start thinking of circumstances. Let's say, for example, as I've mentioned earlier, let's say someone tries to kill Justin from the rebellion. Are we going to put them in a trial?
If there's
What
an
if
attempt
by
at killing right there in front of me, I ain't exactly gonna let that slide.
Well, then will you put your sword up and lop their head off before they even get a chance to kill him?
Empress,
What will you do?
of course I'd protect Justin. However, I'm saying in that circumstance, that fella did not raise a sword against you lot. Yeah, they were a dumbass, and they deserve to rot in prison for it. And that's my opinion on it. And Justin, I'm not saying that what happened to you, should be ignored. I'm not saying that that's the worst thing that's ever happened to folks, because honestly, what occurred to you still pisses me off. And I've had numerous talkings to about people that seem to forget about it. But at the same time, I think people can be better. Perhaps I'm naive for that. All I'm saying, I have a bit of a proposition, if you'll hear me out.
Go on.
You have too much on your plates as it is. Clearly, you don't have time to draft up laws or other things to place firm systems in. So, what if you perhaps leave such a task to me and your younger sister? Obviously, they'd still need approval by y'all before they became official, but if you leave the drafting to us, you simply have to look it over and revise, deny, or approve.
Honestly, that is, strategically speaking, that is not a bad idea. I have a lot of my plate. Justin has to deal with the Pandora's Law, even Asia. You and Allison, considering that she is the secretary, can pretty much deal with it, and we'll see. It'll go through Justin, considering he's the only, registered politician from the old world. And then you can send it to me for approval. Would that be okay with you, brother?
Fine. I guess I'll
As you
take this
say.
one incident as a learning lesson. But just know that if I get to them first, and they want to try to kill me or anybody that I know, then I have full authority to execute them. Is that understood?
It's self-defense. I ain't gonna say something against that, fella.
Good. Then I think we're all in agreement here.
After all, if we don't have rules, Swanson does bring up a point. After all, if we don't have rules, it'll just end up like repeating history, and we've all learned from our old world's history.
It would seem so.
Empress, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize your trust in me. I trust the New World Order's mission. So all I ask is occasionally you trust my judgment too.
Of course, Swanson. Why do you think you're the captain? You think you're the one person I can respect who thinks with their goddamn brain instead of their chest. And I can respect that. Somebody who thinks rationally, logistically, and not by their goddamn mouth. Or how they feel. So, I approve of what you are... Well, I approve of what you're proposing. You might have to contact Allison. You guys can get started on the work, and you can send it to Justin for, well, proofreading, and I'll stamp it.
Thank you. I'll be sure not
You're
to let you
welcome.
down.
Trust me, you're the least person that'll let me down.
Thank you for your time. I'll be taking my leave then.
Alright then, go do your job. If you do see 2 of my kids, please just give me news about it.
Of course. Genuinely.
Make sure...
If you need anything
Yes?
from me, just let me know. I'll be keeping a
Alright.
lookout and I'll be searching for him.
Please also watch over Kitty. She's literally the only person left.
Of course.
You may leave now.
Of course. It's about progress, fellas. It's about progress.
Hey.
Ah. Hello, fellas.
Hi, Swanson.
So, how have you been, Sheriff?
I'm doing quite alright, or at least as good as I can be. Although, Soulfire, you're not sounded too hot, for understandable reasons.
What?
You sound quiet, Soulfire.
Oh, I'm fine.
I don't know if you take me for a fool or not, but you don't sound alright, fella.
It's really fine. I'm just, concerned. That's all. About Zolan. Because he's not sleeping.
about him.
Redirection's a tactic, but whatever. If you ever need to talk, you know where Talon Peaks is.
Yeah.
Sheriff, you're such a kind soul, honestly.
Are you drunk?
Hey, Sheriff, you got a shovel?
I'm not old enough
No,
to
he's
drink,
not.
Sheriff, and I do not intend to.
Anyway,
Alright.
Sheriff, you got a shovel?
Do I got a shovel? For what purpose?
Blunt trauma.
I have 2 shovels if you like.
Oh,
I don't think it's fair if I use yours on yourself.
Oh, man.
Alright, what is it with you and assaulting people? Like with blunt force trauma?
Okay, this is one thing. This is just to make sure he sleeps.
Ah, it's the sleep deprivation then.
Yeah.
yes, it's
As I've mentioned before, I've been sleep deprived many times. It's fine.
Fella, can you even get yourself home?
probably have done it many times before.
Without talking to your pet.
He's a good listener, what can I say? And he's rather great at conversation, let me tell you. We were having a great talk the other day.
It's a spider.
Yeah. He's great company.
A spider can't really hold a conversation.
I'm also prescribing you to potentially visit Talon Peaks because Christ. Anyhow. Oh, Lord. Why is life just burning fires? Anyhow, you been doing alright there, Evan?
Yeah. I mean, besides crashing after the ball.
Apologies for not checking up on you then. I was a little bit preoccupied.
I got some ice. It was fine.
And you. I'm not particularly sure I know of you very much.
We've talked before, but my name is Aisha.
Swanson. Apologies for not quite remembering you.
It's fine.
So you're also a medical professional of sorts?
Yeah.
I see. And now things have gotten awkward. Alrighty then. Suppose you all have quite a bit on your minds. Don't blame you.
I mean, I recently met the god Hermes, and
Isn't
learned
Hermes
lot,
just a
and
delight?
Wouldn't know.
From what
I've
I've
met the
heard,
guy
I just
before.
learned a lot of info that it's just a lot to take in. Yeah.
talking with those sorts of fellas always tends to leave you with something to think about.
Yeah.
Any case, if y'all ever need anything, hopefully y'all know where Talon Peaks is, or I tend to be around and easy to contact. I gotta get to doing. So take care of you lot, alright?
Will do.
See you, Sheriff.
See ya!
Well, that was fun. I need to go, feed some fish and,
watch a TV series. He's gonna watch a TV series, and I'm just like, no.
Don't mind what just that small little bit of dialogue. I think I actually joined a call that was out of character. Anyway, back in character. Anyway, I'm not scared. I do need to do a lot of investigating, though. There's some missing children. That can't be good. If they fall into the insurgency's hands, they'll have a token that they can use, in a sense. Rest well, fella. In any case, I've at least gotten it established that laws can be established for sure, which means I can at the very least use them to make sure people are given proper trials and whatnot. It's one step towards making sure that fellas are more honest. Give them something to think about. That trial still hangs on Justin. I'm so pissed at both of them. With the way the Empress looks, she's clearly distressed. And with the way Justin is, so caught up in everything. That court case was as much a turning point in his life as the court case in my life was. Except unlike me, that fella didn't have someone to stand up for him. I have so much damn work on my hands. Anyhow, I need to make contact with the captain so I can get myself off this damn island. Any case, I think that'll be it for me today, folks. Anyhow, guys, that will be the end of this stream. Canonically, we'll just say that Captain Mint took me home because Swanson hates water, and this is an island. So I don't know how else the sheriff's getting home, if not with the help from the beloved captain. So many of y'all tuned in today. Genuinely, y'all's support is overwhelming, and I very much appreciate it, especially today. had a bit of a time. But I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all are excited for what's to come. And yeah. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever endeavors. Oh, hello, Mint.
Don't worry, Captain's on
Mint.
board. Hi, just send a pigeon.
Send a pigeon? Or
Send a
do we
pigeon.
want to canonically have you take me to take the sheriff home?
I'll escort a fine lady like yourself any day.
You're great,
Sorry,
Mint.
I'm so excited. I've just been waiting in Town Peaks for so long.
Understandable. I am gonna end my stream here, but we will just say canonically that it happened.
Yeah, I'm bringing flowers, by the way.
We adore Mint here, genuinely. Anyhow, chat, have a good rest of y'all's day!